Hey guys, so I know it's been a little while since I've done a video, so I just wanted to do a quick update. I've had my car back now for a couple of weeks, and I've driven it. I don't drive it a lot, honestly, day to day, but I haven't really had any problems driving or any big problems driving. The one thing that my car does keep doing that is annoying is it keeps like it doesn't turn all the way off or something. So a couple days ago, I was in my house and I was using my phone, and I noticed that my phone kept dropping the Wi-Fi in my house. And then when I was going to reconnect it to Wi-Fi, I noticed that my CarPlay was running from my phone. So I'm like, okay, so my phone's just my car is randomly deciding to wake up and connect to my phone and run CarPlay. It's just playing music to itself. So that's kind of annoying. I park about maybe 45, 50 feet from my bedroom, which is where I was sitting when I kept noticing that the other day. The other thing I've been noticing is that the car kind of tends to just not seem to shut all the way down. And it's not draining tons of battery, but it is draining 1 or 2% when it's sitting, which, I mean, I pay for every single kilowatt, so I don't really want to waste kilowatts or money having the car just sit here and run all the time. So last night I came outside around 10:30 or 11 o'clock, and I happened to notice that the fan was running in the car. And when I looked inside, the screen was all black, but the park was lit up on the screen in red. And then all the lights on the gears, so park, reverse, neutral, drive, those were all lit up. And in the back seat, that little USB light, which is kind of our indicator to tell us that the car is off or on, that was still on. And then when I came back out again today, I noticed that it was the exact same situation. So I called customer service and I kind of told them what was going on. And she said that it's normal sometimes for the car to turn on a little bit, because that's how it sort of recharges the 12-volt battery. And she said, but that shouldn't be more than once a week or so, and that it's not really supposed to be turning on and off like that. And I also mentioned that I do have a pretty loud creaking sound coming from, it sounds like the roof, maybe the sunroof. I've mentioned it multiple times to multiple people, and nobody has actually offered to address it. And it's obviously it's not a problem per se, but I mean, I don't really feel like a brand new car should be making that big of a creaking noise when you drive over a speed bump, so I do. And and it's annoying, who wants to hear that on a slightly bumpy road, or if you're making a lot of turns or something, it's annoying. So she said she's gonna look into that too. They're having me send a video of the sound. And she also said that it's possible that they could send someone to my house to do that work, which would be ideal, because I live, it's over 2 hours away from the two closest service stations, so it's not really very convenient for me to have to drive that far. Because I was asking him, still haven't been reimbursed for my last rental car, so do you guys have a loaner if I have to drive all the way down there? What am I gonna do? I can't not have a car, and I can't be 2 hours away from home without a car. So that's when she said they could probably just send someone here, which would be really the best. I don't want to drive that far. On that note, I'm still waiting to get my reimbursement. When my car broke down and I had to go get a rental, I was told that I would be reimbursed $70 a day, or up to $70 a day for a rental. And I would be given $100 a day for the inconvenience of having my car be in the shop. So it turns out that my car was in service for 14 days. So that, by my math, should be $1,400 plus my rental car, which was, I want to say, around $800. I should be getting reimbursed for that. So VinFast owes me over $2,000. And then I got a phone call the other day from the service rep who had been helping me during my breakdown, telling me that they were not going to reimburse me for the rental car, but they were just going to give me the $100 a day. And honestly, if they would have just said we're going to only do one or the other at the up front, okay, that's fine. But part of why I was comfortable buying this car, knowing that it had as many potential problems as it has, is because they were very they did tell me hey, you get an inconvenience fee compensation, and you either get a loaner or we reimburse you for a rental. So I just feel it feels kind of like a bait and switch for them to tell me, yes, we're going to reimburse you, and then to not reimburse me. That's not really cool. So I don't know. I kind of told them that. I was like, well, you know, you told me one thing and now you're telling me something else. And it's not that I'm like trying to be greedy about the money. It's more that I just think you guys should do what you said you're going to do, because that doesn't, like, to me, like, I've had this car for like, I don't know, 5 weeks or something now. And like, they're already going back on what they said they're going to do. That's not a great start. And that's not where I want to be with this car right now. So I'm hoping that, I'm hoping to hear back from the rep that was helping me. If I don't hear back from him today, I'll call tomorrow. I'm hoping that they're going to do the right thing and just do what they said they were going to do in the first place. Because, I mean, for one thing, I had to put that rental car on my credit card. So now I'm just like, you know, collecting interest on it. For two, it was a huge inconvenience, you know. I mean, I was stuck for like 5 hours in the heat in a broken car. It totally disrupted my entire trip, set me back an entire day on my drive. So I do feel that VinFast should compensate me the way that they said they would. So other than all that, let's see. Basically, I'm not really having any problems. I did have one small problem on Sunday. The car had been parked for a couple of days, and when I drove home, all the lights, there was a bunch of like error messages that came on, and it was like the forward collision is off, your front cameras are off, a bunch of other ones, and when I was on the freeway, it just wouldn't turn on cruise control. So that was kind of sucky. I did, you know, I stopped for like 5 minutes, got out of the car, locked it, went in, grabbed some lunch. When I came back out, everything was fine. Like, all those error messages had reset. So, I mean, I think that's just like glitchy computer stuff, which, again, if that was the only thing that I was dealing with this car, I really wouldn't even like be that upset about it. It's all the other stuff. Like, it's the fact that it's everything all together that is frustrating. But I mean, when it's running right, when it's working, it really is a joy to drive. It's super comfortable. You know, I love, the seats are really nice. The sound system is great. You know, I wish that the climate control, like, it keeps resetting itself. So I get in and it's like, you know, I might have it set to 65 with AC and it's like right back up to 72 when I get in. But I mean, like, that's a small thing, like, whatever. It's annoying, but it's not like, you know, it doesn't like ruin the experience of driving the car or anything like that. So, but again, just a quick update, hoping I can check in a couple days and have better news for you guys about getting all these issues addressed and also hopefully getting reimbursed.